Hello and welcome to another video of IELTS with Coach Brad. I am of course Coach Brad, and today we are going to be looking at part 2 of the speaking test. In part 2 of the speaking test, you need to speak for between 1 and 2 minutes on a topic which they will give you on a card. You have 60 seconds to make notes and read the topic, and after that you will begin. In this video, I am going to look at the question type where you need to describe a person. This is a little bit more difficult than my last video when you needed to describe an experience. Today, I will give you some tips and also do some examples. Let's begin. Let me start by giving you some tips. When you are given the card, you have 60 seconds to make some notes. Do not write full sentences in this period. It is not enough time. Just 1 or 2 notes that will help you remember something towards the end of your speaking time. Next, answer the questions on the card. Usually that will not be enough to speak for 2 minutes, but it's a good place to start. When describing a person, you want to have good vocabulary for adjectives that describe their personality. So don't go into the test until you have built up your vocabulary for these adjectives. And most importantly, you need to be able to tell a good story. If you can tell a good story about this person, it will make it a lot easier to speak for the full 2 minutes. Okay, on my question card, I need to discuss someone who has been very successful at their job, say who the person is, what they do for work, how they have been successful, and why I think this person was able to be very successful at their job. I would like to talk about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is probably the most famous basketball player ever, and I have been a fan of his since I was only 5 years old, and my mother bought me some videos of him. And I think he has been so successful at his job because he has so much talent, is a very hard worker, and is extremely athletic. I remember when I was young and my older brother played basketball. Because my brother was a basketball fan, he had many basketball videos, and back then we used to watch them on a VCR. I still remember the first time I put in the Michael Jordan video, and I was amazed by his talent, his dunks, his shooting, and just how good he was. I used to watch my brother play with his friends, but of course, Michael Jordan was much better. And after that, I just became a huge fan. I bought many more of his videos. I used to watch his games on TV on Saturday and put posters of him on my wall. He was so successful, he won many championships and was always an all-star. I loved to buy his shoes, and whenever I met with my friends, we would ask each other, "Hey, did you watch the last Michael Jordan game?" Not only am I a Michael Jordan fan, but he is famous all around the world. From memory, I think he is the highest earning sports star, and he has his own brand of clothes and shoes called the Jordan brand. When you watch some documentaries about him, you see that he is actually a very serious guy on the court, But when he is with his teammates off the court, he loves to joke around, play games, and have a good laugh. Although he is quite old now, he continues to be successful. He still has his clothes, and he also owns a basketball team. So I have no doubt in my mind that Michael Jordan will remain famous for many years to come. On this question card, I need to talk about my best friend. So I would like to talk about my best friend Peter. Peter and I have been friends since we went to school together. We went to school in Perth, Western Australia, and have been friends for 20 years ever since. We first met when we were in cooking class, and the teacher said that I needed to work with him. At first, we didn't talk to each other much, but just the cooking class brought us really close together, and after that, we started to hang out on weekends. I would describe my friend as very generous, funny, loyal, and reliable. If I ever need some help, I know I can ask him and he will definitely support me. I think our friendship has lasted such a long time because we have so much in common. We love to travel, hang out at the beach, do a workout, play football, and when we were growing up, we always played on the same sports team. Now that we are old and we live in different countries, we can still see each other. About once a year, I go home to see him, and he will also travel to my country to hang out on a holiday. The next time we see each other, we have already decided we're going to go to the beach, chill out all day, and talk about old memories.